So I've never had a book where I've gone from literally wanting to abandon it after the first 20% to it becoming one of my favorite books that I've ever read. And the book is called Levels of Energy by Frederick Dodson. And it's a new age spiritual book, but don't let that deter you. It's not spiritual in the way of that crap about manifesting and abundance, none of that. But this guy has a very unique way of how to look at the world and your life. So the book is basically he talks about the different levels of energy and consciousness of a person, people, place, thing. He says that all of these things inherently have a certain level of energy or consciousness. And basically the higher level of energy or consciousness, the better outcomes you are likely to get. And the lower outcomes that you are likely to get, or the people who indulge or resonate with that energy are likely to get. So an example would be perhaps the type of people that you like to date. So if you are attracted to a more higher consciousness person who values quality relationships, education, growing, evolving as a person, positive, healthy habits, that would be a higher level of energy. Whereas if you resonate with the lower end, maybe someone who is a little bit darker, a little bit more nihilistic, maybe they're abusive, maybe they are disrespectful, maybe they have negative habits, maybe they are lacking class or sophistication. That's an example of a level of energy in how you relate to somebody. It could be something like food. So eating healthy foods, which are good for you, would be a food with higher level of energy. Or whereas indulging in fast food or alcohol or things that are negative for you would be considered a lower level of energy. So this concept in the book really helps you to start to rethink how you live your life and how the energy is made up in terms of its level of energy, and therefore leaving you a choice once you're aware of this concept of what kind of life you want for yourself and ultimately what outcomes you want for yourself. Because me personally, I have been guilty of resonating with a lower level of energy in the past, whether that is things I'm partaking in, people that I am hanging out with, dating, what have you, places that I'm going to and living in and resonating with for reasons I wasn't aware of, which were actually harmful and detrimental to me. And it's really helped me to instead seek out higher levels of energy, higher levels of consciousness, people, things, places, what have you, and go towards that. Because the more higher energy you're indulging in at any one time consistently, the logic is basically the better outcomes you are going to get for yourself in terms of having a happy, healthy, thriving life. So, Levels of Energy by Frederick Dodson. Check it out.